Sydney Sweeney breaks silence on Anyone But You sequel. It's not a no. Sydney Sweeney has finally addressed the swirling rumors about a sequel to Anyone But You, and while fans were hoping for a firm yes or no, the actress gave an answer that, though vague, was far from discouraging. In fact, if anything, her comments have sparked even more speculation and hope about a possible return to the big screen alongside co-star Glen Powell. In a recent interview with Empire, the 27-year-old Euphoria star gave an update that could best be described as cautiously optimistic. When asked if a sequel was officially happening, Sydney responded, "It's not a no and it's not a yes. It's a, I don't have an answer that I can say for you." While that may seem evasive on the surface, many fans believe that her cryptic response actually suggests that conversations are happening behind the scenes, conversations that she isn't at liberty to disclose just yet. Her teasing tone continued as she added, "You'll just have to wait and see." And of course, in Hollywood, that kind of answer usually means something is brewing, just not ready to be served to the public. This isn't the first time Sydney has spoken about the potential of revisiting the world of Anyone But You. During the February 2024 premiere of Madame Web, she spoke with E! News and dropped yet another hint. "I can't actually reveal all of my secrets," she said coyly. Still, she revealed enough to stir fan excitement, noting that she and Glen were still in communication about possible future projects. "Glen and I was talking to him this morning, we're talking about stuff." Her comments have only fueled growing speculation that a sequel might already be in early development. And given the massive fanbase the film has garnered since its release, it's no surprise that people are eager for more. The 2023 romantic comedy, which paired Sweeney and Powell as reluctant lovers caught in a whirlwind of unexpected chemistry, became a surprise hit, especially among younger audiences who praised the duo's electrifying dynamic. Part of what made Anyone But You so buzzworthy wasn't just the on-screen romance, it was the off-screen speculation. While filming the original movie, fans couldn't help but notice the chemistry between Sydney and Glen, a chemistry that led to rumors that the two were romantically involved in real life. These rumors intensified following Sydney's breakup with longtime partner and former fiancé, Jonathan Davino, earlier in 2024. Many began to speculate that the lines between fiction and reality were blurring, particularly as the actors appeared side by side in multiple interviews, red carpets, and social media posts. However, both Sydney and Glen have repeatedly denied any romantic involvement, insisting that they are simply close friends who work well together. And based on their comments, that friendship seems to be the driving force behind their success. Glen Powell also addressed their bond during an April 2024 appearance on the Jenna and Friends podcast. Shedding light on how close they really are, Glen shared a charming anecdote that put rumors to rest. My sister Leslie and Sid are obviously great friends. It was a hell of a wedding," he said, referring to his sister's recent nuptials, which Sydney attended. "The Powells know how to do it right, so all the people that love her were there." Glen's words painted a picture of deep mutual respect and family-level closeness between the Sweeney and Powell circles, rather than tabloid-style drama. It's clear their connection extends far beyond just a shared film set, and that connection could be exactly what fans want to see explored further in a sequel. From a production standpoint, the demand is there. Anyone But You was praised for its refreshing take on the rom-com genre, a genre that has struggled in recent years to recapture its former glory. The film stood out for its witty script, tropical setting, and, of course, the sparkling chemistry between its leads. It struck a chord with viewers who longed for a light-hearted love story that didn't take itself too seriously, yet still delivered emotional payoffs. And with Sydney's star power continuing to rise, thanks to critically acclaimed performances in Euphoria, The White Lotus, and the psychological horror Immaculate, she's become one of the most in-demand actresses in Hollywood. Glen Powell likewise has skyrocketed to A-list status, with standout roles in Top Gun, Maverick, and other high-profile projects. A sequel featuring the two would be a no-brainer for any studio looking to capitalize on their momentum. But as Sydney hinted, timing might be the biggest hurdle. "You'll just have to wait and see," she repeated, words that could imply scheduling conflicts, negotiations, or simply waiting for the right story to emerge. After all, a sequel only works if it builds meaningfully on the original. Audiences are smart, and studios know they need more than just a reunion to make it worthwhile. As for what a potential sequel could explore, there's plenty of room to expand. The first film ended on a high note but left enough emotional space for deeper exploration of the characters' relationship. Would they move in together? Face a long-distance dilemma? Or perhaps the sequel could flip the script and place them in a completely different setting with a new set of obstacles. Whatever direction the story takes, fans are clearly invested, not only in the characters but in the dynamic between Sydney and Glen. And both stars seem to be fully aware of that. Their interviews, though filled with playful deflections, consistently emphasize how much they enjoy working together. A good sign that more collaboration is on the horizon. Until then, fans will have to make do with subtle clues and media snippets, hoping that all the wait-and-see hints eventually lead to an official announcement. But based on the way both Sydney and Glen speak about each other in the project, it seems more a matter of when rather than if. And if the sequel does become a reality, you can bet it'll be one of the most anticipated rom-com returns in recent years.